The Lost Jewel, a Buddhist story about true wealth, the rich man who had everything long ago. In the city of Varanasi, there lived a very rich man named Dananda. He had lots of money, big houses, and many ships for trading. People everywhere knew how rich he was, but even with all his money, Dananda was not happy. He worried all the time about losing his wealth. The more money he got, the more worried he became. Meeting the wise monk one day, Dananda heard about a wise Buddhist monk named Maha Kashyapa. People said this monk could help others find real peace and happiness. Dananda wanted to meet him, so he went to the monastery. He was surprised to see how simple it was. No fancy decorations, just a quiet place where monks sat peacefully. The monk welcomed him with a kind smile. Dananda asked, "Great teacher, what is real wealth? I have everything anyone could want, but I'm not at peace." The monk smiled and said, "Come, walk with me." The happy fisherman, the monk took Dananda to the river. There they saw a poor fisherman fixing his old torn net. His clothes were old and his hands were rough from work, but he was singing happily. The monk asked Dananda, "Tell me who is richer, you or this man?" Dananda laughed. "Of course I am. I have gold, silver, land, and ships full of treasures. This man has nothing." Then the monk asked the fisherman, "My friend, are you happy?" The fisherman smiled big. "Yes, teacher. I have my net, the river gives me fish, and my heart feels light. I wake up with the sun, catch fish to feed my family, and sleep well under the stars." The monk looked at Dananda and said, "You have everything, but you're afraid of losing it. This man has very little, but he sleeps without worry. Who is really wealthy?" Dananda became quiet and thoughtful. The monk continued, "Real wealth is not gold or things you own. Real wealth is being happy with what you have. A person who is content is richer than a king. But a person who always wants more is poorer than someone who has nothing." The changed Dananda understood. He bowed to the monk, feeling like he learned something very important. From that day on, Dananda stopped trying to get more and more money. Instead, he practiced being grateful for what he had and helped others. For the first time in his life, he felt truly rich. The message real wealth is not about how much money or things you have. It's about being happy and content with what you already have. True happiness comes from having a peaceful heart, not from collecting more and more things. Thank you for reading. Stay content and stay blessed.